Welcome to Glowing Success. My name is Heidi and I am your host. This podcast is for beauty entrepreneurs. Join me weekly as we dive into the beauty industry's ins and outs, from business strategies, top-selling services, and taboo topics. I will be interviewing industry leaders with empowering stories and game-changing insights. Let's illuminate your path to success together. Let's jump into this next episode. In today's episode, I'm joined by Frankie, a holistic esthetician who believes skin issues are often messages from the body, not problems to fight against. So today we're talking about whole body skin health, and because of everything going on, nervous system support, and the simple daily rituals that make a real difference over time. So Frankie also shares how she uses her herbal formulations, including her skin supportive tea, with clients to support the skin from the inside out. Welcome, Frankie.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for having me.
I'm excited about this because obviously, being an esthetician, we are so focused on helping people with their skin, but like with everything going on and all the stress going on with all the ice activity in different states, specifically my state, that nervous system support is also going to be really helpful for a lot of people. So even if you're listening to this episode and you're like, I don't necessarily want to clear my skin or understand that, but if you want to regulate your nervous system, this will be a great episode for you guys. So let's dive into getting to know you first. You actually have had a long journey with your own skin. So, you've struggled with acne yourself, which I have too. So I totally can see this. And obviously, becoming a holistic esthetician and formulator, maybe you can tell us a little bit about that path and how it shaped your overall approach to skin health.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like many of us, struggled with acne very early on in my teenage years up into early 20s. Back then it was just like you had to fix this problem and force the skin to make changes quickly. So that looks like drying the skin out extremely. And that journey really evolved over time. I had my youngest son in my 30s and experienced acne all over again, and I didn't understand it. We were always taught that that was something that you experienced during your teenage years, and then becoming an adult and you're dealing with acne all over again. So that was a journey in itself as well. And I really just had to learn how to support my skin. And I saw a dermatologist, and that was one thing that catapulted me into, just learning how to support the skin versus fighting against it. And I became a skincare formulator so that I could do just that. And I focused more so on more holistic approaches and more plant-based that was not as aggressive, less toxic than what was out there. And that eventually is where I became a holistic esthetician. I wanted to take that more so hands-on, and apply that to other people's skin, not just mine. And then it just kind of evolved into herbalism as well. I became an herbalist, so they all kind of tie in together. And my whole focus is just whole body health, nervous system regulation, and supporting the skin from the inside out.
I love that. And honestly, it is a whole body effort, right? Like when you have acne, like it's yes, there could be some external factors and there could be some right products that you can use and could be some regimens that we can change, but like it all kind of works together. It's like what you are putting in your body or the stress that you're on, or there's so many different things, or like hormonal changes. And but I do truly believe, let's start from within and let's figure out like what we're doing internally and what we're consuming. And you know what I mean? Because like that's really where a lot of the base is. So believing that the skin issues or the skin is going to show us signals from the body rather than problems to suppress. I love that because like honestly, it's so true. Like it's
Like,
showing us something, right? Whether it be a hormonal change or stress or whatever. Like and I think there's something about that. Now, what role do you think the internal support, like hydration, herbs, nourishment, like what do you think that plays in your skin health rather than the topical skincare that, obviously we're all very familiar with?
Yeah, you know what? Topical skincare is not going to go anywhere, at least not, it shouldn't. It is just as important. But I always tell my clients, whether in person or virtually, is that topical skincare is only a piece of the puzzle, and there's other forces that we are tools rather that we are going to utilize to support your skin. So topical skincare is going to be something that is going to cover the external part and keep your skin healthy that way. But internally, we are virtually just triggering and using like herbs, for example, to support our body functions that help support our skin health from the inside. And honestly, most of that, what we experience, does start from the inside out. So I do tell, when you were speaking about signals, this is one of the things I always tell my clients is that your skin is communicating to you. And that is one of the biggest assets you can have, is because it's telling you exactly what's happening. And now you can shift your questions about your skin. How can I fix the breakouts versus what is causing the breakouts? And that's going to be long term, success versus the band-aid approach, is what I call it, of just like, okay, I need to run and get this treatment done, or I need to run and get this product done, or get this product, rather than what's causing it. Am I experiencing more stress right now in my life? And we all are. You touch bases on nervous system regulation. When the body feels unsafe, it's hard to heal properly, and so it goes in that fight or flight mode, and it's going to fight for survival versus in a more healing, supportive environment.
I agree. And we are just here trying to support our bodies doing the things that it's actually good at. Like our bodies are really quite miraculous when it comes to healing and doing those, regulatory things. It's just we get in the way, right?
We do. It's very intelligent, and we just start adding other things. And I think a lot of people are so accustomed to instant gratification and quick fixes. And that is the tough part when it comes to internal support, because internal support isn't about quick fixes. It's about slow healing and gradually. And that really is going to be long term. But we're just so fixated on just getting things done quickly that, sure, whatever you're using, whatever products you're using, it can possibly solve the concerns that you have, but that's a band aid. It's temporary, and it doesn't promote long term at all.
Yeah, I agree. And you do start to see that when you go on more of an internal health journey, right? You start to see the results and you're like, "Oh wow, okay, this is amazing." So so you had mentioned that, you're an esthetician, but you also are an herbalist or a formulator of scents, right? And for sure, how I found you is I saw that you had a skin tea. You have a tea blend that is, something that you offer, but it's also something that you're really passionate about because I saw it a lot online when I was following you and kind of following your journey. And so, maybe can you share a little bit about what inspired you to create or even offer a tea blend specifically for your clients and skin health?
Yeah, this conversation would constantly come up with clients of, they're doing all of the right things for the most part, and they're still struggling. They're still struggling with skin concerns, but that's a lot of that is because you're focused more so on the topical side of it. So I felt it was important, even though I myself formulate plant-based skincare products. Like I said, it's only a small portion of the puzzle. And so I wanted to create something that was skin supportive internally. And that's how the tea came about, because I was already studying herbalism, and I thought this would be a great way. It's a low hanging fruit for my clients because tea is accessible. Herbs is very easily accessible. It's easy to place into your daily routine, whether it's something that you incorporate at night or during the day. So it was an easy way for people to touch base on the internal side. I just really looked for herbs that were going to complement and support the skin. And that's pretty much how it came about. So yeah, here we are.
I love it. And I almost drink tea every day. So like I will say like yeah, it's pretty accessible and it's not something that is complicated, right? Like most people have either tried tea or drink tea on a regular basis. So I think that when it comes to we both know how hard it is to add something to your skincare routine or add a new thing in general in life because we're all busy, we're all just doing things. And so tea is definitely one of those things that, yeah, it's not super complicated and it's delicious and
It's pretty easy. I will go through with clients about, what you digest, your diet, what your diet looks like, and that can be challenging because if you are accustomed to eating a certain way, and then that's a journey in itself where you're
right.
adjusting adjustments to your diet because of your skin health and just overall whole body health. But with the tea, it's pretty simple. It's a lot simpler than having to adjust your entire diet or even portions of it.
Yeah.
So that just really was like a no-brainer for me, especially once I started entering into herbalism. So yeah.
Yeah, getting that hydration. Now, would you mind sharing what your tea blend is for the skin health?
My first tea is Renew, and Renew is a tea that's formulated to address inflammation as well as regulate the nervous system. So I chose lemon balm. It's one of my favorite herbs. It's very calming. And then there is hibiscus. Hibiscus is an herb as well, and that has a great source of vitamin A. And then green tea. Green tea is an actual tea itself. And so this is a tea that you could drink alone, but I wanted to add this because it has an abundance of antioxidants. So I incorporated that as well. Rose hip for nourishment and ginger for digestion. So together, collectively, they really add a balance to support your skin from the inside out, for sure.
I love that. I love all of those, by the way. I I sometimes will just drink hibiscus tea in the morning just by itself.
Yeah.
I I cannot drink green tea by itself. Like I always have to add something in because it's not super bitter, but it's definitely different. So I like it blended, like how you do it. Lemon balm's great. Oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed with all of those. I love that. And I love that it helps with your nervous system and your skin. You know what I mean? Like, that's key. We have to have multitasking things, okay? What would you suggest for somebody who's like, I've never had tea, I've never drank tea, I don't know anything about tea. What would you suggest obviously starting with Renew would be great. It sounds to me like that's a great general tea for everybody, has everything in it. And then maybe you would suggest for them to just drink it once a day. What would you suggest?
Yeah, so if you are a newbie when it comes to tea, you will become obsessed. But for beginners, I always say start with just 1 cup a day, and then listen to your body and its rhythms, and it will definitely guide you. You may decide to add more, and you just kind of select which time of day works best for you. You are really just implementing it into your daily routine. So I start my day with tea, and then sometimes at night I will just, especially if I'm just doing lemon balm by itself, that really kind of settles me for just getting into that sleepy time mode and calming everything down from the day. 1 cup a day is great. So you can drink it cold or hot, whatever's your preference. Follow your rhythm. And I know earlier you were saying that the taste sometimes can be off putting. So it is not a big deal to add like a drop of honey to taste just so it can be a little bit more palatable for you. And that is a great way where you can still enjoy tea until you get comfortable with, because there are some herbs that are pretty bitter, but they're super great for you. So you can just add a drop of honey as well for taste. But follow what your your body needs. If it works best during the day, then go for it in the morning, add it to your routine. There are no hard rules to it. It's just following that rhythm for what works for you.
I agree. And I like to put agave nectar in mine. So that's
Good one.
my, yeah. That's my go-to anyway. I agree with you. And some days I like to start my morning off with tea, and then some days, most days I will say I end my night with tea. So that's my ritual anyway, because like you were saying earlier, it kind of helps me get into that relaxation mode. It helps my mind and my body connect a little bit because I feel like sometimes during the day we can have that disconnection. I don't know. I just found that I like it.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we're on our skin health journey, we're on our nervous system journey. What is one thing you wish every client understood about their skin before booking a treatment with you or before even buying a tea or buying external, topical products?
Oh gosh, there's so many. One, there's no quick fixes. Your skin health did not become what it is overnight. So there aren't any skin quick fixes. I know it appears that way because of social media, but there just isn't. And you have to be patient with your skin, and it really is a journey. And then also, your skin is the one of the most important organs that you can have. It's the largest organ that you have, and without it, you wouldn't be able to survive. So I know we don't think of it as a whole body health, but it's just as important as your heart. It's just as important as your brain. So treat it as such, and you don't require a lot of aggressiveness or really any form of aggressiveness to heal your skin. It's just about supporting it and giving it what it actually needs.
I agree. I agree. It is definitely about supporting it.
Yeah,
And, just, yeah, being patient along that journey, right? I think anything that's worth having in our lives is probably not going to be quick, right? Like relationships aren't quick, like your skin health isn't quick, like if you're on a weight loss journey, that's not going to be quick, like your health, like anything that I feel like has been so beneficial to my life has never been quick. So I agree with that one.
just like so grateful for the journey for sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's a good way to look at it. So you kind of already said this earlier, but what's one small change someone could make this week that could positively impact their skin health?
So right now the weather is very cool, much cooler for people. So and it sucks up a lot of our natural moisture. So I would say the, focusing on hydration. So not correcting anything, but just really supporting the skin, rebuilding it, and keep hydrating from the inside out as well. So incorporating moisturizers and serums that are focused on hydration. And then from the inside out, just internally, just drinking water intake and nourishing the body from the inside. So yeah.
Do you have anything new or exciting coming out? I know a lot of times with businesses, especially formulators, or even just being an esthetician, having your spa, like, do you have anything new and exciting coming up?
I do. I'm so excited. So Renew, like I said, is my first skin support tea. So I am coming out with more. I'm just working on the formulation now. So stay tuned to that. And those teas will be focused on different areas, not just nervous system or inflammation. And then, uh, you know, here in the spa, we are next month, I'm offering in-person events where I'm teaching you how to perform lymphatic facial massage. So this is something that you can help with detoxifying, getting that stagnant lymph nodes moving at home so that you can reduce puffiness of the face and can help with allergies and circulation. So those are things that we are working on right now. I'm super excited about.
And if I'm correct, you're located in Atlanta, Georgia.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. So you guys, I will put everything on the show notes for that. So if you are in that area, if you want to check out that training or that event, check it out. But where can people buy your tea? Where can people connect with you? Where can people find you?
Yeah. So for the teas, I you can find me on the Frankie the Herbalist, and I'm on TikTok as well as Instagram. So I talk all about herbs that are skin supportive, and you can also purchase the teas there on my website. And then for just if you are looking for skin tips and about nervous system regulation more in depth, You can also find me at We Are Soma Wellness, and that is the spa page. So you'll see lots of facials, but we talk about more so how the nervous system needs that specific support to support the skin as well.
I love it. And of course, everything will be in the show notes. So all you have to do is just click away. Well, thank you, Frankie, for sharing all your knowledge, your wisdom, and your story with us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. This was fun.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, I'd love for you to leave a review. It really helps more people find the show. And if you know someone who'd also enjoy it, share it with them or tag me on Instagram so I can thank you. New episodes come out every week, so be sure to subscribe so you never miss one. See you next time.